Welcome back. I know you like that. It's Lunchroom Podcast. Woo!
That's the new slogan?
I guess. But like I gotta give it a little more reruns, you know what I'm saying? Run throughs, but it'll get there. But you was kinda late on the woo, but
yeah, well, it was a little late.
But it's cool. It's your boy Dapper Dan. Across from me is my guy Fritz.
Yo.
It's my guy Fritz. It's my guy Ray, aka the movie guy. Behind the camera, as usual, is my guy Fredo. And with us today in the studio, I didn't tell you this before off cameras, but I don't introduce the guests. The guests have to introduce themselves because the guest knows more about themselves than I do. Right. So you can share what you want to share. I don't want to share too much, too little bit. So you do you. All right. Floor is yours.
My name's Danielle, and I'm a Leo. I think that's very important.
We Leo.
I'm corny.
When's your birthday?
7th.
11th of August.
July 28th.
Oh, you're not a real Leo. Never mind.
That's tough.
That's crazy. I really am not.
Y'all the ones that give us a bad rep, but
really?
Carry on. Yeah.
The men give Leos a bad rep.
Here we go. I
was trying to dodge this conversation.
Here we go.
I'm gonna keep it a bead.
Let me see. My favorite fruit is grapefruit.
All right, that's an interesting take. I've never heard somebody come up with.
Grapefruit is mad good.
Where you from?
I'm from Long Island, but I'm Haitian.
Mm-hmm. Sagapet.
Hey.
I'm dead.
And let's see.
Roots.
I'm about to graduate and I'm about to be a teacher.
It's litty.
Hey,
teacher gang. It's teacher gang.
Yeah. I'm a teacher right now.
Really?
Yeah.
How you like it?
It's what I expected.
Really?
You gotta watch for the staff. The staff. That's where you going. Yeah, staff is annoying.
Really?
It's the people, so not the kids.
The kids is gonna be the kids. I love the kids. The staff. Good luck with the staff. Just be careful with that.
Heard it.
He used to be when he's coming late to school and he has to go and check in with the staff, right? The administrators. I used to have to do that in my school. Like if I was late, I used to have to go to like the principal's office and speak with the administrator.
Oh nah, that's
as a
mad
student.
Extra.
Nah. That's not what I'm talking about. You teachers working with teachers in the same groups and shit like that. Like, nah. I'm talking about you have to deal with dumbass people.
Makes
and they be teachers. That's why I'm scared. Like,
listen, you won't see. Like I said.
Well, like I said, we're gonna hop right into the show. We're gonna start on an unfamiliar note. We're gonna start with the microphone check today. For those that are new, the microphone check is our music segment of the podcast. Talk about anything music, albums, whatever the case may be. And leading right off the bat, since we're coming to the close of this year, 2021. We wanted to get into the top 3 projects or your personal top 3 projects of 2021. I'm not starting this, so I'm going to swing it over to my guy Fritz, who's on his phone anyway.
All right. So the top 3 I got is, hold on. First, I feel like I've said this before, but Shorty's Memory Lane is fire to me.
Yes.
That's fire. But listen to that shit OD since it came out.
I bumped it once through. It's good. I'm not gonna
once,
but like I just didn't go back. Really,
that's tough.
I'm with you.
Haitian boy Kodak, I feel like is underrated. I fucked with that shit. And Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler the Creator.
All right, you wanna go?
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I would say, let me see. Definitely.
Yeah, speaking to the mic.
Summer Walker, still over it. That shit
was solid.
Just came out.
That shit fucked the streets up.
It doesn't matter.
It does fuck the streets up.
We've discussed this many times that when the album comes out, you know it's good.
Facts.
I low key feel like Summer Walker could have dropped Dirt and everyone was going to run with it.
Stop. Because I definitely would have.
Exactly. See, at least you honest and admit it.
Let me see. Doja Cat. Planet Her. I love Doja Cat.
Doja Cat is extremely talented, bro. Like,
she is.
I didn't go to her performance, but I watched it online. I'm like, yo, I would want to be here and see this. Like this, she's like an amazing dancer. She does live vocals.
Good actress too.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Seen her live.
Really?
We did.
But
some
earlier?
Boost Mobile shit.
Yeah, it was no, it wasn't Boost Mobile.
It was, bro.
It was Genius. It was a Genius event.
It wasn't Boost Mobile.
No,
it was Genius.
Probably sponsored by.
It was sponsored by Boost Mobile.
But Genius, they had a thing, and this before like. She had that first hit that took her off.
Moo joint?
Nah, it was after, bro. It was like.
I'm not talking about Moo. I'm talking about the other shit.
The Say So?
Juicy?
Yeah.
Or Say So?
It might have been Say So.
One of those shits.
I think it's Say So.
No.
For me, but it was before that. Before she really ascended. So she's fire though.
The third one?
I don't know if this came out in 2021 or 2020, but Jasmine Sullivan's album.
I think
I
that
didn't even know
was
she dropped.
2021 early.
I think I'm not sure.
Talking about
but-
hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Shit
that
was
might have
fire.
been either late 2020 or early 2021. But
I gotta check
it was fire. Like she had some really, really good music on there. You want to go Ray or
No,
me?
Mo, go.
All right.
I'm working on my third one.
I'm gonna go with "Call Me If You Get Lost" for sure. I'm also going with, I forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but I'm gonna go with the Banks project that he put
I
out.
forgot
Lloyd
he
Banks.
Who?
Lloyd
Banks.
Banks. Yeah, he put out a good.
Who?
Lloyd Banks from G Unit.
Nah, Ray is that trying to figure out she's serious.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Be the reason you smile. I want to see you frown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he put out a new album. I'm trying.
Yo, this is what I'm talking about. You see this Jalal Leo shit, man?
What?
Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Nah, I'm gonna listen to it in the car.
Nah, I'm joking.
A third one is tough. I'm still working on a third one. I'm trying to think, what was I really listening
Brady, we
to?
gotta chill.
I'm
Come on, man.
gonna go NBA YoungBoy.
Mm.
Yeah, whatever his last effort was.
The Contrail one.
Yeah, whatever his last effort was, that joint was fire too. Oh, also RP Young Dolph, man. That shit hit me in the heart. Yeah,
OD.
Tough, man.
I fuck with Young Dolph.
Alright. For me, I got two. I don't know if I have a third one, but number one, Babyface Ray, Unfuckwittable.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That's a good. That's a
Bro,
good. That's a
the
good.
best,
That's a
one
good
of the
album.
best projects I bumped this whole year.
I can't.
That's
It
definitely
still
top
has the
five.
replay
I've tried, but I
value,
can't
everything.
get into it, bro.
It's different, but it's there.
tried.
Bro. It's
Listen,
different.
you gotta feel the pain. You don't feel the pain. I mean, you don't feel the pain. What? Babyface Ray's really gonna watch.
My son said 50 on my neck, 50 on my wrist. I'm really rounding up. It's 96, you little pig.
Oh my god, bro, that's real shit though. Feel me? That
I don't.
Blue Bloods Clan.
Blue Buck. That's some new shit. Yeah.
Feel me? Number two.
Detroit and LA.
And I don't know if I have a third, to be honest with you. I literally have bumped those shits OD all year. Like OD. I'm waiting for Lucky to drop.
Lucky, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I know
waiting
you
for
fuck
Lucky to
with
drop.
you and
Because I don't
Miles.
think he dropped this year yet. So but those two projects have gone, I run them shits into the mud. Like for real.
That was a good one.
I didn't
too.
bump King's Disease.
It was better than the first one. I'm gonna keep it a beam.
I'm actually like I haven't bumped Nas in mad long because again.
was very good. I was apprehensive as well, but
Mm.
that shit was good.
No, yeah, it's definitely. I think it's even better than the first one, which won the Grammy, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's better.
Easily.
What's his name supposed to drop soon too? Fuck. Is it not Gibbs? Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs,
Yeah.
I think he has something. What,
Really?
Alchemist? No.
I didn't start checking for him until recently, but his shit is fire. I'm not gonna front. Alfredo's that fire.
Yeah, for sure,
I'm not gonna lie.
for sure. Also, look out for Kendrick coming within the next 3 months. I'm predicting it.
Next three.
Next 3 months, he's ready. That performance at bro, that set list was crazy, bro. If I was there for that set list, because he did from Section 80 all the way to freaking
What
he did
that?
Day in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot. He
Yeah.
performed.
Section 80, he performed something from Section 80 all the way up until Damn, bro. And the set list was crazy. But either way, my fandom, I'm gonna drop it. I'm ready to move on, guys.
Yeah, man.
This is my favorite of the microphone check. I was having this talk with another lady, and I thought this was a pretty cool conversation to bring to the table. All-time twerk songs.
Top 5.
It's either top three, however many you got in your list. If it's 5, 3, 6,
I mean, she got a dunk. Is like
that's cemented, right?
Listen,
That's
it's
got to be
cemented.
cemented, right?
it's cemented, bro.
I
She got a dunk.
You
It's super
gotta
cemented.
you gotta put that
Yo,
up there.
I will never forget the day, bro. You know when you used to be younger, you'd be like, oh, like shorties would be like, oh, I broke him. Like for me, you couldn't get broke. Feel me? Like
Nah, I
yo,
remember it used to be a data competition in
yes,
there, bro. Oh,
yes, boy.
that's where I got my calf strength from, bro.
Shout out to Palace, because I still remember this to
Shout
this
out
day.
Studio
I
10.
never seen a girl break a guy this bad before.
I remember that.
In the Palace, bro. That she got a dunk came on. Bro.
Didn't she push him into the bathroom or some
Yes,
shit?
bro,
I was there because I
they
remember I got
started in
bumped
the
into
middle
him.
of
I'm
the
washing
dance
my
floor.
hands.
If literally, let's say this is the middle of the dance floor, that's the bathroom where the door is. He ended up in the door, like he disappeared. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he was laughing and shit, like, "Bro, that's
I was
not
like,
a good
that,
look.
I was like, yeah, bro.
That's
like,
not a good look.
like,
You're
you
not
lucky,
supposed to
you
do
lucky
that."
it's us.
Yeah, like yo,
You lucky it's us.
she got a dunk definitely solidified.
All right, so where do we put or are we ranking Doodle Brown?
Doodle Brown is top 5, top 3 maybe.
Top 3 or top
Bro,
5?
it's a super classic.
Because when I think all time twerk songs, I'm thinking songs that change the mood of the party. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Doodle
talking
Brown
about.
didn't change the mood of the party,
Bro.
Is it or is it a
Stop
good
popping that shit.
or,
Come on, you crazy.
is it changing the mood or is it a good follow up to the mood that's already presented?
No, it starts the mood.
I feel like you can start
can
off
start-
That
That
used to be the original start the mood when I was mad, like in 5th grade, 6th grade.
6th grade.
I was in summer camp.
Very quickly though. So, like I feel like the first 10 seconds you kind of got against the next song. So
Yeah, it's
where
like
you're coming from.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think it's a good follow up. Like if I drop
No, it's a good.
If I drop, like,
you need a
Pop
good
That,
follow-up.
which I also put in my top tier.
Pop that?
You talking about the Jersey mix?
No, well, the Jersey
Whatever
mix,
mix. Pop that.
The
that's
regular
it's
one
still
is
pop that though. Nah, pop
right.
that is still it's.
You right, but the Jersey mix, they be going
Nah,
crazy.
a lot
They
of
going
Jersey
crazy.
mixes is up there. Nah,
No.
for me, Show Me Love, Jersey mix.
That's the
Oh,
greatest-
Oh
that's the
my
greatest-
god,
That's the
bro.
greatest Jersey mix of all
You
time.
got to.
Show
You got
me,
to.
bro.
Oh,
You know
man.
what we talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, what you got?
I was
here?
gonna say I don't know if this is like this shows like that I'm young, but you guys know like you remember like Peanut Live 215.
What?
The
You know,
puppet
that's
joint.
The little puppet.
The puppet.
Yeah.
How the song go?
On World Star.
You
Well, no, I think I know where you found. I think I'm following you.
I gotta.
Yeah, can you pull it up?
I'll
Please?
pull it up, but
Y'all definitely seen Peanut Live 205.
everybody.
It sounds familiar. Like I just.
He dropped the twerk song?
He was OD viral, bro. Like the little puppet from.
He dropped the twerk song.
I guess I'm old now. For me, I don't know what the fuck that is, bro.
We was in
Really?
college when we was in college.
I think, cause I think I know what she's talking about, but I gotta like.
I
Heard of
remember this being like really big. I don't know.
But is it still? But are you putting that in all time twerk songs?
No, but this came to my head.
Oh, shit.
It's one of her favorites.
She wouldn't have thought about it otherwise, right?
I'm dead.
Reem
This
is
is
love that
Reem's
shit
favorite
back. This is
song,
Reem's
bro.
favorite shit.
Nah, that. It's not a classic, but
That's
it's
a personal fave.
it's worth
Yeah.
a mention.
It's an honorable mention.
Honorable
Fact.
mention for you.
I
You
fuck
know,
with that.
you know what's top 5 too? Speaker knockers.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
super
you
classic,
gotta
boy.
throw that up
R.I.P.
there.
my boy, for real.
Shit. What do we round it off?
Bounce a biggity.
Yeah, that's a
What?
tough. It's a twerk song, I guess. Yeah.
What?
It's a twerk song.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
That's
twerk
it. Yeah, I don't know what else is it. What
All
else
right,
is
but
it?
yo, are we? This is where the debate was. Are we throwing "No Hands" as a real
No.
twerk song?
No.
A
It-
twerk
it-
song.
Because
What? Even though white
like
people
girls,
love no hands.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not speaking just to our demographic necessarily. Like,
White people do love them no hands.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I'm
cause
working for real anyway, so it don't matter.
cause I feel like
Facts.
with no hands, it was a slower twerk, but it was still a twerk.
Yeah,
Was
but
it
it's
a
not
slow
really.
twerk?
You're not twerking the whole song if you a lady.
I don't think
ROSEO, you know what I'm saying?
If
This is a-
I've seen more white people twerk to what's that?
mad
What,
aggressive.
throw it was a Juicy J song.
Throw that ass in the circle.
No,
Bands
no.
make her dance.
Yeah, bands
Oh.
to make her dance. I've seen white people love that song. White people love that song.
They
Facts.
Bands
love
to make
that
a
song.
dance.
That's a hit.
That's definitely a hit.
No capping down on
So what's the top 3 that we got?
I know Donk is solidified up there.
Donk.
Donk.
Is Pop That? You talking Jersey mix or Pop That?
I'm doing the Jersey mix.
We can only have, well, that's the thing. Okay, we can only have one Jersey mix on there. So is it gonna be Show Me
Alright,
Love?
show me love. Show me love. Show me
All
love.
right, thank you.
Alright,
Show
so
Me
Show
Love
Me
definitely
Love.
up there, son.
Doodle Brown, is that cemented
Yes.
as
You
a?
gotta throw that up
Yes.
there, bro.
All right, so we're going top 3 or top 5?
I don't got.
Because we haven't even
I'm checking
mentioned
Free Call
my
is on-
my
is
top
on-
my top one. We haven't even mentioned yet.
What's your top one?
Back that ass up, Juvenile.
Oof.
That to me is a mood changer.
Alright, so
That's
let's
a,
make
like
it top 5. We gotta throw that up
that's
there.
a mood
That's
changer.
definitely over
Definitely.
Doodle Brown.
To me,
That's a fact.
the party could be trash. You throw that on, girls are like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's the one.
But
right
I
there.
think for at least for me personally, I'm putting Dunk number 1.
You-
Dunk is number 1 over Back That. Back That Ass is probably for like our moms and pops and shit like that.
Girls.
But like Dunk, that shit. Come on now, Soldier Boy. Come on,
I
Big
feel,
Soldier.
I'll say Donk gives you let you see the most action. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Like whatever you wanted to see when you wanted to put on Donk, you're gonna see. Back that ass up just changes
I'll
the mood.
definitely
Though.
put Back That Ass Up is probably like right after that though.
All right, I think we can leave it at 4 though. We don't gotta go to 5. What'd you say?
A lot of good memories, both of them.
Facts.
For sure.
That's a fact.
To be young.
Woo! To this day.
Now we get in sections now. We don't even be dancing no more.
Tough.
Wait. Oh, that's not a twerk song. That's a dagger.
Y'all don't dance in the club?
I was at a party.
I'd be trying to, but nobody else seemed like they be
Yeah.
trying to be in the mood.
Everybody was dancing. It was a bachelor party.
It
was a bashment, though.
It depends on the vibe of the party that you go to. Now,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna front. It does. Like I've noticed that. Like if you selective for where you go, you could go to a party where there will actually be dancing.
True. All right, so y'all want to move on to free?
Let's do it, man.
All right, so we about to move into the free segment. For those that don't know, like my guest, free is basically anything. These are all named free. We got that name because with the Lunchroom podcast, we call it school lunch free. You get the whole.
Yeah.
You're not, you know, you was from Long Island, so I don't know if they call free school lunch in Long Island. They didn't, right?
No, they call it school lunch schoolie.
Oh,
Schoolie.
Schoolie.
That's
Schoolie had a little run.
A little, yeah. A little much.
Yeah. For me, had a little run.
common.
It's funny. The kids today, I was saying like I was calling it free. They're like, why do you say it like that? They're like, cause it's free.
How do they say it?
They're like, nah, that's just free. They just say free once. I'm like, what?
Nah, they lose.
I'm like,
me.
y'all do it bad.
They losing
That
me.
don't even sound bad.
They
That's what I'm
losing me.
saying. I'm like, yo.
All right, bet. So let's get into it. Let's start here.
What's up?
Top 5, another list. Top 5 underrated actor or actresses. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to X myself out of this because y'all know I'm not TV guy. I'm not movie guy. That's y'all thing. So if you can participate as well, but I'm opening the floor to everybody else, Fredo included.
Can we throw Jake Gyllenhaal in there? Are we in agreement?
I think Jake Gyllenhaal is. I see where you're going, but I feel like he has prominent enough roles where like he's an
Yeah.
A-list actor.
Okay,
For
okay.
me,
Yeah,
like,
like I know who Jake Gyllenhaal
That's
is.
what I'm
Y'all
saying,
gotta
like-
give me like references because I don't be knowing them by name.
My fault to cut you off.
No.
I'm very sorry, but I don't think that means he's not underrated though, because Don Cheadle is in a lot of
A
these
very
movies.
underrated
Don
actor.
Cheadle is mad underrated.
Very underrated.
I mean, my son is in the Adventures and he's still underrated.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
I mean, you could say Jake. I wouldn't put Jake because I feel like
this is our list.
But that's because
So
you
I'm
give him
saying.
his due.
that's what I'm saying. I'd dead be giving him his flowers now.
That's you.
I wouldn't be
Think
mad
about
if you
it
put
though.
Jake
Think
on
about
there,
that
Yeah.
shit that you have with Leo and
though. I mean, I'll put Jake up there. Jake is You ever seen Nightcrawler? You seen the new Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He's Mysterio.
Okay.
Okay, that's Jake Gyllenhaal.
I would have to say I don't know if you guys seen this. Her name's Michaela, but I don't know her last name. She did the show on HBO Max about like
What's the name of
life
the show?
after being like sexually assaulted.
Oh, you talking about the shorty from I May Destroy You?
Yes,
The
that
dark
show.
one?
Yeah. I didn't see it the show though.
She's amazing.
the dark skin one?
Yeah.
She's amazing, and she
Oh, from the
also-
one from Britain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Okay,
also
okay.
did like bubblegum, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Love her.
She wrote that show too.
Mhm.
Yeah, she won the award.
Shit, she must be underrated, man.
Facts. I was gonna put off the top of my head Wood Harris. He's the guy. He's in Remember the Titans.
Mhm.
He's the football player with Batir.
With Bahu?
Batir. You ever seen Remember the Titans?
He's in the wood.
Yeah, he's in the Wood.
Paid in full.
Wait, is he in the Wood?
Yeah, he's not.
No, he's not in the wood.
Nah. Who's Wood Harris in the Wood?
Nah, he's just in.
Bro,
he's not-
Wood Harris is not in the wood.
Wood Harris is definitely not in the wood.
Yeah, you
But
talking
he's
about
in Paid in Full.
Talking about
Yeah.
Tay Diggs and Omar
He's
Epps.
definitely not
Yeah.
in that movie, bro.
Oh,
Wood
okay.
Harris
Nah, he
is
bugging,
not
bro.
in the wood,
Oh,
bro.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you're
really
a
bugging.
smack.
Yeah, Wood Harris is definitely not in the wood.
Wood-
Even I know that.
He's paid in full. He was A Boogie.
He's in The Wire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Avon Barksdale.
Yes.
He's also in God damn it. Why am I
If you watch BMF, he's in BMF.
Yeah.
Oh, word, they threw him in there? I haven't
I
watched
want
it
to
yet.
watch that.
You haven't watched BMF?
I haven't
No,
watched
but
it
I'm
yet.
going to.
Yeah, he's in
What
that.
else? What else is he in?
Oh, Rotimi. Underrated.
You think
think so?
Hey, yeah, he not in enough.
Bro, Timmy.
What? I love him.
What was he
But
in?
do you
besides
love him or do you
Power?
love his acting?
Exactly. He's underrated. He should be in more stuff.
So you think that he did
That's-
such a great job in Power that you
I
that he
did.
should-
I
okay.
was in love with Dre. Like,
You was in love with the snake?
The-
Nah, what's going on, bro? Nah.
No, I really liked him.
Bro, Timmy. I wouldn't put him up there, but hey.
Let's throw him up there, man. Throw him up there.
Who else did I have? I had Paul Giamatti.
Who that?
He's a Paul Giamatti was in Liar, whatever.
He was in Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar.
He's the one that turns blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's in mad shit though.
That's an old movie. That's I just know.
He's in mad shit. Woody Harrelson.
Can we throw Emilia Clarke in there, or is Game of Thrones? Did she the Game of Thrones? She was Daenerys.
Oh, that's y'all. I didn't see.
You
I can't get
she
into
under
Game
it?
of Thrones.
I watched 3
tried.
episodes. That's it.
I agree.
Oh,
How you don't watch TV, but you watch Games of Thrones?
I watch what he puts me on to, but
Do y'all know that show on HBO Max? It's about like black people in the 50s.
Lovecraft?
Yes.
they canceled that. Yeah, they canceled.
What's her name?
Journey Smollett. Or the
She's
the light skin joint?
underrated. That's she's
Smoothie.
You know
underrated.
her brother is the dude from the other show.
Empire.
Yeah.
The Subway
What's her name
sandwich
underrated
dude.
too? Emma Thompson? Is her name Emma Thompson? She's in the Avengers too. Tessa Thompson. She's underrated too.
Jonathan Majors is underrated.
I feel like
Yeah.
He's coming to prominence.
yeah. Jonathan Majors ain't gonna be underrated for long, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
Not for long, bro.
You know who overrated? John David Washington. I think he
Really?
I think he's overrated.
I'm not gonna lie that he hasn't really captured me with any performance just
yeah,
yet.
like
so I,
I
understand what you
feel
mean.
like I'm at the
Nah,
point where I'm
you
still
wildin'.
like, that's Denzel's son.
Captured Black Klansman.
It was
That was
cool.
probably his best
He
role.
fucked, yeah, I fucked
That's
with
great
that shit.
acting.
That was probably his best
I
role.
mean, that's great acting.
But I'm
not
saying
gonna
like captured, like his dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all comparing shit to his dad. Yeah, chill with that.
Listen,
I
man.
can't help it.
Yeah, bro. His
Man.
last name Washington.
But Woody Harrelson up there for me too.
Yeah, not for sure.
Woody Harrelson, he was just in the new Venom.
Mhm.
He's a Carnage.
Carnage.
Carjin is
I don't watch
wild.
these Marvel movies and shit like that.
I don't know what you watching.
Carjin is
I'm
what
watching
the fuck
real,
is
real
that?
movies about real people.
Listen, that could be our reality. You
I just
never
watched
know.
the Batman and Spider-Man. I mean, shout out Robert Pattinson. He was underrated,
He was, so
but now
he
he's
wasn't.
over.
come
Yeah,
to prominence.
yeah.
So
Facts.
oh yeah,
He might be the new Leo for these little kids. Low key.
we'll see.
Low key.
So y'all ready to move on?
Yeah.
All right,
do
cool.
it.
So next topic on the free list. If you didn't have to work to make money, how would you spend your time? What would you do or create? I'm going to swing this over here.
Me? Okay, if I didn't have to work, I think about this every day because I hate working. But I would probably, like, one of my, like, goals in life is to, like, open up, like, my own nonprofit organization for, like, arts and underserved communities for, like, kids and stuff like that. So I would definitely do that. Let me see. I would probably, like, if I didn't have to make money, I would probably be a YouTuber for free. Like, that shit seemed mad fun. Like, you just...
What type of content would you be making?
Vlogs.
Vlogs?
Vlogs. Day in the lives.
Like, all that. Not ASMR. I'm not the biggest fan of ASMR.
That
shit piss
should
me off.
feel bad.
It's very uncomfortable. I don't want to sit
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You know what I don't like?
Like,
I
look
don't-
this shit up.
I don't like. You know what I don't like? I don't like mukbangs. You ever seen them?
Mukbangs is. I watched
fuck
one
is that?
mukbang video. It's people eating, bro.
I love it.
Why y'all watching this shit?
Like,
I've never-
watched it
I don't
for
like
20
it.
seconds, bro.
It's
I was
very
like, why am I-
Why
uncomfortable.
y'all like look
It
this up? Like, why?
It depends on who you're
It was on
watching.
my suggestions.
If you're watching
That's
people
weird.
eat like crab legs, it's not gonna be the same as like a regular mukbang.
But it's like,
Why am I watching you eat?
yeah.
Why y'all listening to people eating?
Listen, they be talking to.
Talking while eating is crazy.
Listen, that's not. It's not bad manners if nobody's next to you.
But you talking to millions of people that probably don't want to watch this shit.
Listen,
I mean,
that's-
they clicked on it.
Yeah, that's their
Yo,
fault.
They know
son,
exactly what
this
they
shit
When
get
they be
into.
getting paid.
What's worse, the people that actually recording themselves or the people watching
The
it?
people
I
that
think
watch
the
it.
people watching it.
Yeah, 1,000%.
For sure.
Fritz, how about you?
I think both. Everyone is fucked up in the head. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, 70-30.
Why are you getting off watching? That's different, bro. I'm not gonna
Getting
front.
off.
Nobody's getting off. It's just, it's
Why
just
you
interesting.
want people that's relaxing? That's relaxing for some people.
It is.
So they're getting off in a certain sense. They're getting relaxed.
I get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who is the judge? You can
Me, I feel like I would probably be doing some type of combat sport, like just put all my time into like training and stuff like that. Like I love boxing. I love boxing. Love it. So if I was able to actually learn the science and be able to get trained every single day or however long, whatever, I think that's definitely how I would spend my free time.
I have a funny selection because I haven't actually done it yet. I'm really looking forward to doing it. I was supposed to do it this past year, but the weather wasn't right. Skydiving. I want to become like a pro.
The pro skydiver.
Like I did want to do
You still
that.
haven't
shit.
gone?
I was supposed to go in Miami, but the weather wasn't right, and I haven't. But yeah, I really want to be a pro at that. Like
That'd
I
be
really
cool.
want to like I'll do
Just flipping
instructors.
out that motherfucker.
Yeah, just Like, that shit looks so cool to me, bro. So
Listen, that shit is mad fun. You're gonna enjoy it.
I know I am, bro.
You plan on going again?
I would like to.
I might make it
It's
an outing.
expensive, though.
I might make it an outing. Or
Well, let me
something
know.
like that.
Let me know
ahead
ahead
of
of time.
time. I'll give you ample time.
Thanks.
But go ahead.
I'm afraid of heights.
For me,
That hot shit.
for me, I'll be a movie critic,
Movie
Mm.
critic.
Oh.
a movie/TV critic.
Mm.
Because I mean,
You ready to do that?
I'm saying. So
That'd be
if
a
I could
perfect
do it,
job for you, bro.
so I'm saying if I could do it, I'll do that. That should be fire.
I would go to different islands and I would just build cribs and I'll fish. And that'll be it.
Be a fisherman.
What's the?
I don't build cribs, but I would fish for food.
Okay.
I'll wear straw hats.
I can picture you with a
He
straw hat.
definitely would have
You
When's
have
the last
straw
time
hat.
an
you-
vibes.
assortment of straw
Last
hats.
time you been fishing?
I've never been fishing in my life.
Me either. That's why I'm like, I know this nigga never been fishing.
I've been fishing
before,
one
son.
time before.
I would love it.
Alright. I respect it, man.
Bet.
My son is what they call it. You're a humanitarian.
Because you want to fish?
I don't think that's what it was.
What the
You missed the whole thing.
Listen.
No cribs.
That's what humanitarians do.
Yeah.
They
Nah,
build
he-
cribs.
He said because I want to fish. I was telling you.
It did go over my head.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's going on?
made me sound like I'm bugging, son. I hate when people do that.
I'm sorry, bro.
Alright.
Anyway, moving on to free Insecure. With off camera, this
They
debate.
got hot. Yeah, it
It's
was a
already
wild
hot in the
one.
room, but
Yeah, it
it
was
was definitely
We
up
could-
for
we could
debate.
do something with that debate.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? I want to bring it to the table so that people can at home could see. Insecure, season 5 is off for a good start. And I just want to get everybody's thoughts. Go around the room. What's going
Yeah,
on?
you can't get my
Are we
thoughts.
team Lawrence? Are we team Nathan? Are we, you know what I'm saying? Is Issa bugging? Do we still hate Molly? Talk to me, guys.
I never hated Molly.
Really?
You never hated her?
No.
I don't know if I hated her, but I strongly disliked her at a point.
I never really liked. I mean, I never had a problem with her.
I didn't like the way she treated the Asian dude that she was with.
Molly's a terrible friend. Like, she is not a good friend.
But she never said she was a good friend.
What the fuck?
What?
Wait.
What?
We never,
Wait.
any
Why
of
are
us
they
ever said we were good.
There's
Just-
expectations of
I feel-
being somebody's friend.
I feel like that's where people fuck up. Exactly what I was about to say. You should.
Oh.
I don't have expectations when it comes to my friends.
Then
I'm
why
confused
are they
now.
your friends?
I just hang out with my friends because that's love. That's it.
What the fuck?
So you don't expect a certain level of loyalty or a certain level of respect, or
I mean, that's first of all, respect, manners, and all that. That should come before you even think about having friends. Like for me, that's just
That's a requisite.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, like I'm not gonna associate myself with people that I find disrespectful. That makes no sense.
So you do have. That means you have a certain standard.
yeah.
Standard.
I never considered. I feel like that's just being a human being. Like
But
No, because there's
that's-
people that are disrespectful. There are people that are disloyal.
yeah, and those
so on and
people
so
are
forth.
people I don't like.
Exactly. So
So
that's
you do
the
have a
standard.
standard. And you have expectations of
Yo,
your
let's go
friends.
this nigga, bro.
Again, like he said, I guess that was a prerequisite to me because
It went over his head. It went way over his head.
All right,
Another
but
thing.
needless to say, let's dive into something insecure related. So, what was a hot topic between me and Ray, and I would like to hear everybody's opinions, is obviously Lawrence is now a father, and then on top of that, he's having issues being a father with Condola, or some people know him as Condiment, whatever you want to call it.
What?
Nah,
Condolences.
because the joke online is to like make anything out
Oh,
of her
stupid
name
ass.
because nobody likes her.
like consequence,
But either way, so
condiment.
I was arguing on the side of Lawrence because I felt like he was doing what he could with his situation, and I felt like Condola was making it difficult. Ray was on the side of, well, he's being a part-time dad, and that's bad news. So I'm gonna bring it here actually because you're the in between. Where do you stand before me and Ray get back into our?
I agree with Ray because I'm sorry, you don't get to pick and choose when you're going to be a dad. And at the end of the day, even though Condola did say you can have like whatever, you can be as involved as you want. As a man, why are you comfortable not being in your kid's life?
That's a
Like
bar.
I'm trying to say.
that makes you look so trash.
I mean, okay, so my rebuttal is that one, obviously she said what she said, but at the same time, like I said, my defense for Lawrence is that what do you expect him to do when he's embarking on a new series or events in his life? You know what I'm saying? He's working at a job that we know what Lawrence came from. Lawrence was on Lisa's couch for the longest, working at Best Buy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you get the opportunity to finally get a big boy job. You're kind of good at it. And like, now it's like, oh, And then before she told him she was pregnant, he already made that move. Because now he told Issa he was going to San Francisco. Yeah. And then boom, hey, you're having a baby. I'm supposed to just like rewind and just go back to like whatever. Who knows? Like, you know, I don't know if that's an option. Because
you could code anyway. Because when I was in Colombia, I met a bunch of people that left their job.
But I don't know that he's a coder though. I think he does something. I don't know his exact job title, but I think he's like.
I know he's a techie. I don't know if he's a coder.
And San Francisco is the tech capital. Let's not be.
I hear you, and I thought about that too. Like my son was definitely broke. He knows how it feels to be broke, so he don't want to go back there. But again,
can I just say he had 9 months, or let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he had 7 months to prepare. Right? He knew he had the job. He knew that he was going to get an apartment. Whatever. Right? So let's say he wants that big boy job and he wants to, be different and continue his lifestyle. He could have made a plan within those 7 months, communicating with his baby mom to figure out something so that when the baby came, it wasn't like, oh, I didn't know this was coming. I didn't know it was going to be so much work. You know what I'm saying?
I understood that, but here's my rebuttal to that. I think that's where I bring in Condola, because I feel like communication goes both ways. I feel like communication wasn't going on between either of them.
I
feel like she was just pregnant and like he was just working and that was that.
That's why I said in the beginning, I was like, they're both wrong in a certain sense.
Right.
But I'm definitely leaning more towards Lawrence being more in the wrong because he didn't step up. The mom at the end of the day, she's gonna be a mom. Feel me? Like that's just the end of all be all. Feel me? The mom is gonna be a mom no matter what. Somebody gotta raise the kid most of the time and be the mom. So that's why I said Lawrence is more on the full, because yes, Condola wasn't being like as receptive.
Oh.
She wasn't being as receptive because again, like she said in the show, and I can't ever blame anybody that's a mom for feeling this way. I wouldn't want my child around someone I can't trust, whether it's my father, whether it's that child's father, uncle, friend, whatever. It don't matter. If I don't trust you around my kid, what can you say after that? What can you say after that, bro?
And the thing is, she has a valid feeling. She's valid to feel however she wants to feel because it's true to her. However, my only thing is, like I said, where was that even attempt? Like I said, and it goes both ways on trying to build that. I feel like both ways it was just no communication. The baby arrived, and now it's just like a scramble to figure out what was going to happen. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a show, so certain things are going to be left out. We can't have every detail, but we didn't get a guide on what happened between then. It was just all right, a year later type thing. You know what I'm saying?
I thought about that too, because it also too. I mean, again, it just really Lawrence looks really bad because he wasn't even there when the child was born.
But the thing is, she texted him.
But
saying,
this girl is pregnant.
But the thing is, the baby came fake early though.
True. But again, I don't know, bro.
And like I said, I'm not
at 6-7 months. I feel like whenever I get some shorty pregnant, I'm really gonna be on her line like every day. Like, yo, how you feeling today? Oh, did the baby move? Oh, can you show me a video of the baby moving? All this shit, bro. Like,
I don't think you need much encouragement to be a father.
Yeah,
no,
like,
for sure. And like I said, I'm not necessarily team Lawrence in this perspective or this aspect, but like I think two things can be true.
I feel like,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like Lawrence, in this certain depiction of Lawrence, he literally, to me, is like the embodiment of what I see every day of people that become fathers and they basically want like a pat on their back by doing the bare minimum of a father. Like even in the show, he was like, oh, like I changed the baby's diaper. Like looking for praise. I'm like, yo, that's what the fuck you supposed to do, my guy. Like, and I feel like, again, I made this point, I think, on Twitter. I feel like a lot of parents, this goes for fathers and mothers, in my opinion, being a parent is a thankless job. You should not expect any praise for being a parent because you're doing what you have to do for this child. So if you go into it thinking like, oh, I'm going to get some sort of payoff for being a good parent, you're not doing it right. That is the wrong approach in my opinion.
That's powerful.
Can I just say that I think it's also crazy on both ends, Condola and Lawrence, and I think it's very irresponsible of both of them because they are both, the way that they're depicted on the show, they're both very intelligent. They both have, like they're grown. They know what they're doing. We all know the effects that it has on a child not having a parent around or not having a stable parent. So I think it's very irresponsible for both of them, specifically for Lawrence, though, to not be in that child's life because you know how that can affect your child. So I think that's like yeah.
No, those are both powerful points. I'll concede. I think y'all made some very powerful points. I'll concede. Definitely, I might have won this round. But I'll be back as the story progresses. So with that being said, we'll close out the free segment. We'll get my guy Fritz back in participation mode because he ain't know what the hell was going on just now.
I've never watched an episode of Insecure this season, and I was fully engaged in that conversation.
Oh, he's coming at your neck.
I mean, it was very.
No, I'm joking.
Very
but
good
we're going to
concept.
move into Cookie Crumbs. Cookie Crumbs, for those that don't know, segment about relationships, love, just interactivity between human beings. And that's what we called it Cookie Crumbs because of something that happened in high school. But regardless, we're going to start here with it. I brought this question to the table. Do you guys feel dating apps have taken the social aspect away from dating itself? And what I mean by this is I feel like people have all this conversation over, like, the internet or whatever, and then they get around each other and they kind of don't really know the meta, don't know how to act. So like, is there agreements there basically? Like,
I didn't really see. I hear what you're trying to say, but I don't really agree per se because I would assume at the end of the day, y'all still gonna have to actually go out and like go on a date.
But I feel like that's how a lot of first dates get messed up because like y'all talked extensively on this app, then y'all get around each other, and I guess like certain like I don't know, just certain things.
You're a weirdo.
Just like you're just like not.
Like, you're not vibing.
Y'all just don't vibe physically as much as y'all did texting.
I mean, I would assume that happens a lot. I think that happened to me one time, like literally one time. But
you've been on a date from some shorty that you met on the app?
Yeah, one time.
How about that?
Like 2017 or some shit like that.
I mean, I've met up. I wouldn't date. Like, I don't think I've gone on a date.
That was the one time.
Yeah.
It was a date,
Yeah, I've never dated. I've met up with people I've met on these dating apps, but I've never been on a date.
How you feeling?
I think you guys have really good points, but I think it's good to have like a sense of like judgment before you even start, like, because you can match with somebody on Tinder or you can match with somebody on Hinge, right? But once you start talking to them, if you're like, I don't know how I feel about you, or this is a little bit off, or whatever, right? You're not gonna go out with that person, right?
Have you gone on a date with somebody from an app?
Listen,
It's a safe place. This is
definitely a safe
Kinda.
space. We cultivated it to be a safe space.
Okay, so let's really talk about it. So yes, I have, and men are weird. So I get what you guys are saying, but I think socially, we can vibe and be cool. But if like there's certain things that I just don't agree with, or certain things that I notice that I'm like, I'm not gonna like that in 2 weeks, or this is gonna piss me off, or just like little things like I'm not gonna go out with you again.
So are you the type of girl that's like, he get out the car, his butt crack show a little bit?
I can't do this.
Can't do this.
Why? Is this an issue?
Granted, that's never happened to me because I'm slim. There's no way my butt crack.
Why your ass out?
Son, you sit a certain way sometimes and shit slides. Why? I don't know. Why y'all looking there? Like,
He an ass crack bandit. That's what he said.
Probably. Yo, I don't know. No shorty ever told me that my ass crack was
They're not
so-
gonna tell you.
Why not? The fuck? Like, tell me some shit like that. That's some shit you got. You see what I'm talking about? Priorities all wrong. I'm weird. You're not gonna tell me I'm weird? The fuck?
That's not what makes you weird, though. It just gives girls the ick. Like, there's this thing called the ick, and it's like,
The ick?
yeah, it's like
this
if
is
you,
new to me.
if you
It's a shiver down her spine.
no, yeah, like
that's
if you
icky.
if you do something that's like cringy, like we're gonna be like, ew, like I don't like him no more. But yeah, but,
So what okay, you went on these dates. Well, my
date?
fault. You went on I don't know if was it a one-time thing?
let's just say it's one time.
Let's just say yeah.
It was,
For
that one
argument's
date.
sake.
okay, and he was weird. What made him weird though?
He just wasn't like.
Did he try to flash too much money?
Like y'all talk.
No.
I'm assuming y'all talked, like he said on the like through the app
Yeah,
for a
like
minute.
text. Like you give your number, you text.
And how long was sorry to cut you off, but how long was that period before actual physical linking up?
Like maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
A week and a half, 2 weeks.
Was he? First of all, was he like? Did he look how you expected him to look?
Yeah, I've actually.
Yeah, like they bombarded her, bro.
Listen, I just need context. We need context, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
But I think that just like once you meet somebody in person, like you guys said, like somebody might be socially awkward, or somebody like might not be able to get your sense of humor or like how you communicate. or you just might have different backgrounds where they think it's okay to do certain things at the dinner table and you don't.
Like,
Yeah, elbows on the table kind of guy.
No, not. I mean, that's not allowed, but allowed. But like things like being extremely loud, like things like that, like being really loud at the table.
Did he take you to Brooklyn Chop House?
No, I actually seen that on TikTok. Everybody said to go there.
Yeah, it's a cool. It's a cool spot. Black owned, I believe, too.
Facts.
So where did he take you to?
Why are we talking about this?
All right. So what meal did you have?
I'm dead.
I had tacos.
What was it that
Took you
he
to Taco
did
Bell?
that was like?
Okay.
What was it that he did that make you go, oh, nah, he's a dub or he's a weirdo? Like the one thing.
And
that
like,
set you off.
and to follow that up, did you let him know he was a dub, or did you just ghost him and like just as like this was it?
You know when someone's like extremely like weirdly clingy when you don't know them.
Okay, that's
So things like not clingy. I don't think that's the right term.
Wait, he
but
was like fiending for sex?
not even.
okay.
But like fiending is the right word. Like
Just fiending for you.
Like he was thirsty.
yeah, almost. But I don't think it was intentional, and I don't think he really like. I don't think he was like what I'm saying. He wasn't aware of how he was communicating with me and how he was interacting with me. So it's just like, yo, like we just met, chill out, and I don't like that. So
okay. So he was just pushing some boundaries early that you had up.
yes,
basically.
that's a great term.
All
Trying to
right.
call you Bay after the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense. I'm willing to leave on that note.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
don't want to know more, but okay.
Let her breathe, bro. Let her breathe.
let her breathe.
Yo,
She started sweating. I seen it. But all right.
The buttons in my head are going on.
All right, so boom. Next topic with what's been going on in the atmosphere. You know, we don't like to talk about the corny stuff, the baby Danny relationship, but we'll talk about themes surrounding things like that. And one of those themes was being a side piece. And now Ray brought to the table this interesting question: what's wrong with being a side joint? So, I guess since we have a woman at the table, we're gonna get both perspectives. Me personally, to answer the question, being a side I think is different from man and woman. I feel like it has a negative connotation, unfortunately, with women. With me, it's a little, with the men, it's a little more like acceptable. It's like, you know, like, yo, just call me when you need me type thing. You know what I'm saying?
At first, but then you feel me, you got feelings too, bro. Like
Depends, like, cause I can, I'm good at separating the two. Like, I know my place. Like,
Yeah.
you're not, if I'm just a, yo, it's 2:00 in the morning, you know, I'll be up late and ready to go kind of guy,
Y'all
then
say
cool.
that. Y'all say
And then,
that.
Some
you know
people
what I'm
just
saying?
have too much of ego. Like,
I don't-
like you said, if you let me know what this is,
and the thing is, you don't have to let me
But
know.
keep
I
it
can
that way.
piece together, bro.
The lines get blurred.
Keep it
I
that
can
way
piece
though.
it together.
But that's the thing. When the lines get blurred, somebody had to allow the lines to blur. If we have an establishment, don't try to like. If you like you said, if you want to hit me up every single time you hit me up, it's 2 a.m. You already know what time it is. I bet. Don't hit me up in the afternoon trying to set up a date.
But you see, that's
I'm gonna dub that. And if you get mad at me for dubbing that, listen, we had an establishment. Like, feel me? We had an established thing. 2 a.m, I'm your god. Feel me?
12 p.m.
Anything before that,
Yeah.
it's whoever else you dealing with. For me, that's what, as far as I know. I don't need to know more. That's it. That's how I see.
All
I
right,
don't know.
so before we get the women's perspective, how do you feel?
I mean, shit. I kind of agree with Ray. I kind of agree with Ray. I can't lie, bro.
All right, so with that being said,
Okay.
what's wrong with
So-
being a side joint?
Why would you want to be somebody's like call me when you need me? Like
It's
why would
easy.
you? Okay, why? But why would you want to do that? Like why would you know that this person has somebody else during the day that they're doing all this extra stuff with, but you just get a call at 2 a.m. Like that is so like.
Now, let me preface this before I say anything that I don't want this for my life currently. However, I'm just saying from what a man's perspective would be is it's easier to just be on the side. There's less expectation.
My question is, what's the difference between that and casually dating?
You're in a relationship.
Casually dating is different.
You're not cuffing a side joint. It's not like
Bro,
he
but I'm
said.
saying you're in a relationship, though.
That's
Casually
that
dating.
person. That's that. But
Casually dating.
like
Yeah.
if you're casually dating
that's
and
fine.
you're somebody's side piece, that means that person is in a relationship. You are single. You can
If-
do whatever you want. So why?
Repeat that. You said if you're casually dating somebody, right?
Like if you are casually like okay, if you're a side chick, then I'm going to assume you are single.
right.
So why is it a problem like you just said, when you're like, oh, why would you want to be someone's side thing? But you're casually dating. You can have other guys. You can have someone you take it more seriously. This could be just whatever, like they say, you're part of your roster.
My thing is, like, usually when people get into, like, these side chick discussions and things like that, typically, they're not dating other people. Typically, that side chick, like we see with this guy and Daniell, like, he gaslit her, and he played her up in her head. He played up the situation.
That's a different scenario.
But no, like,
that's his BM.
Well, typically in these situations, though, the side piece is not really dating other people. That's the problem. The reason that it becomes a problem is because that person wants more. So they're not really winning.
The side chick wants more.
Yeah.
Because
and like men lie all the time.
I mean, you're right. I mean, people do lie. I was gonna say people lie. People lie.
Okay, people lie.
People lie.
Yeah.
But like you just said, which is the point I'm trying to make, is that person fucked up because you said usually that person isn't dating anyone else. Mm-hmm. Why? You should date somebody else.
I mean, yeah.
If you knowingly know you're a side chick, why would you want to have all your eggs in this thing? Like, are you doing this with the intent to become the main piece? Like,
sometimes that's what happens.
That's dumb. I'm not going front.
No, it is.
I feel like that's where the fault lies. Because, like, my thing is, like, you got to like, this is what we always fail at communication. Humans fail at communication all the time. So, like, because if you talk about these things and you just say, look, I'm getting a little deeper into this than I should be. Because the thing is, people be getting deeper into it, they don't voice it, and then they don't leave. Mm-hmm. So it's like now you're just falling deeper into it, and then it becomes an issue. You got to voice and say, look, I'm starting to feel you, but I know you got your thing, and I know my place. So, like, I could either leave, or we could agree to work on something for the, whatever this case may be. That's my whole thing with it. It all comes down to communication. But being a side piece, is a side joint, side P, whatever you want to call it, side chick. I feel like there's benefits, and then there's pros and cons, basically. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to Side Jones, man. Y'all keep the world running.
I'm dead.
Why not? Yeah.
I think it's like, okay, communication definitely plays a role. But, okay, I think there's a lot of also, like you said, like working through the issue. Mm-hmm. That's enabling. You know somebody, let's say you're in a situation, right? And that person, the other person says, oh, I have feelings for you, or I'm starting to feel you, I want more, and you're like, oh, I don't want that, but we could work through it. We can just like leave your feelings aside and all that stuff.
No, I mean, I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like
that's a manipulative person.
Yeah, that's different.
That's a totally different scenario. Because
my thing is, I was referring to more so like y'all weren't aside in the sense of like you're definitely not a main chick to him. You're just like you guys are just dealing with each other. But then, like, you're starting to feel him, and maybe he might be too. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll work towards something different than just being, sex partners and that, or whatever you guys are at that point. That's what I was talking about. Not necessarily you interrupting his main relationship type of thing.
I said that?
It sounded like it.
That's not what I was saying.
Okay, so go ahead.
What I was saying is that in these situations, so let's just talk about like friends with benefits, right? Because it's kind of like
it's the same thing.
Essentially.
It's the same umbrella.
Yeah.
So let's say one person is starting to catch feelings and the other person isn't. Mm-hmm. But obviously you like having sex with them, right? Mm-hmm. So the person that's not catching feelings oftentimes will be like, oh, I know you're feeling me. I'm not feeling you, but this benefits me in some way. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to keep fucking you.
He says that, or that's what he's thinking?
Sometimes they say, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I just want to know. I want to establish, because if he's thinking that and not saying it out loud, then that's fucked up.
Right, but if he's saying that and she stays, then that's kind of on her, is it not? Yeah. If he voices it.
In a way, but
because I feel like it's not in a way. It is.
She made a decision.
Yeah, because like sometimes that's one thing with women. Sometimes like we make the decision and then y'all try to like change the decision or like go around the decision. You got to go with the decision.
I was just about to say, like, a girl curving a guy is regular, but if a guy curves a girl, we're an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. See?
You see the bias? So like no matter what,
I'm supposed to say no.
No matter what in this situation, like if you said like, okay, we have the communication, the girl is catching feelings and the guy is not receptive to that. If he says okay, then I'm not gonna lie, it's probably a dub. There's no proper way. We're gonna be an asshole no matter what way we put it.
There is no right way to cut a girl off when she's feeling it.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no right way to do it.
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Like no, it never ends well for
And
a
that's
man.
what
It never
that's
does.
what we have to deal with. That's like that's what we have to like. Feel me?
But I'm not gonna lie, that's not like an emotional burden. But I don't know if I'm just like a detached person, but that's not really an emotional burden, like something to deal with, like, you know.
I mean,
you
in
made a
this,
decision to move on, so now you just move on. Granted, sometimes they'll hit you up and try to stay in your life, but that's like we say, that's a conscious decision. Like, all right, I'm not gonna entertain this girl or no. Me personally, I don't entertain somebody once I cut them off.
you that's the right way to go. But I'm saying like, obviously the girl's feelings are gonna be hurt after that. Somebody's feelings are gonna get hurt.
What's your zodiac sign?
Mine? I don't want to disclose that information.
All right, so
Only you can figure me out.
in the interest of time, we'll move forward, but we'll close out the show on this last topic. How do you expect to be loved if you're not going to teach it? Ray, could you expound, please?
This it's funny. I feel like it's a great way to close based on the whole conversation we've been having on the Crumbs segment. But I've seen a meme. I can't really throw it up right now. I can't find it. But either way, basically the meme more or less said like a lot of women out here saying they're not gonna teach someone to love them or how to love them per se, which I find confusing because I would think how do you expect to be loved if you're not willing to teach us how to love you? Every girl is not the same. For me, I'm not gonna treat every girl the same to a certain extent. Obviously, respect and all that. It's people in general.
Prerequisites.
Exactly. But again, every woman is different. So I need to know what it is that you like, and you need to tell me. The fuck? Like, I can figure this shit out on my own, but it's gonna take time to do that.
And mistakes.
Exactly.
How do you feel about that?
I'm like in the middle, and I think like it's not black and white when it comes to this because obviously, like you said, everybody is different, right? You know, people have different love languages, same like things like that. But I think what women are trying to say when they say that is like, don't come to me looking for a romantic relationship and you don't know how to do anything. Like the basics, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take her out on dates. You got to, you know, do basic shit that she shouldn't have to tell you. When it comes to things like what she likes, you know, if
what is basic shit though?
Basic shit, like,
I mean, dates is obviously you can't be. I mean, can you date someone without going on dates?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, you could. I guess you could.
You shouldn't.
You'd be surprised, but good communication, like basic things, like I don't even know, but it's basic.
This is the
stuff.
discrepancy. That's what I'm trying to say.
But at the end of the day, there's things like you should not be coming to a girl asking for a romantic relationship and then you just act like you don't know what you're doing. Like, that's my thing. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I hear you. Have you ever had situations like that before?
When I was younger, but like that doesn't even count.
Does romance only fall on the guy?
No.
I feel like it, generally speaking, it's tough to say that it doesn't, but
like, how is a woman romantic?
Really?
I'm asking.
No, that's a job.
Because the thing is, like, most romantic things
are done from
the
guy to the girl.
Yeah, usually guy to girl, like the rose petals to the bed.
Yeah, like what does a woman do that's romantic?
Like that.
Yeah,
like, I really want to know.
Really?
Because I can't think of anything.
Like,
I'm trying to think. Like,
I know throwing us isn't romantic, right? Is that like?
It's not, because like you was throwing it non-romantically, and like you can't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we was doing that, we was doing that.
Maybe when they put in some lingerie. Like,
yeah, I guess like that's what I be thinking.
I think the difference is
dress it up differently.
Okay, I feel like it might be a little different for women. Don't kill me, but like think just knowing your man and knowing what your man likes and just acting out on that. Like if I know my man, he likes to. I don't know. He likes watching basketball games. Like, I'm going to buy basketball game tickets or something like that. Like, things like that, too.
That's romantic.
I agree because women often miss the target very badly.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean,
like, when it comes time for a birthday or an anniversary, a lot of women are very considerate about what your interests are. Like, the fundamental knowing of, like, what interests you, it really doesn't show.
Yeah, I see a lot of questions. Or, what should I get a guy for your birthday?
Like, they miss the target a lot. Like, for example, I had a friend for his birthday. So in his relationship with this girl, you know, he was the extreme provider, paying for the trips, paying for the nails, maintaining it long distance. Even though they were long distance, he would fly each other out for the vacations.
Mm.
But let's say on that vacation he bought they had to buy like a gallon of water or whatever it might be. She would ask him for the money back, even though he paid for the whole trip.
What?
Nah.
And then check it out. When his birthday came along, she got him a list of things that they want to do together. Outside of a gift. And then she gave him $100, but then they went to the spa and he spent the $100. So basically she gave him the money for the opportunity to take her out.
Yeah, no, that's
Bro,
not a list.
what?
That's not a list
Wait,
about
hold on. She said, "Well,
I was gonna say, well, not everyone's a good person. Like, no offense to her.
Good.
Nah, yeah,
But-
all offense. That's
Nah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
could
offended
offend
for
her.
him.
You could offend her.
No,
I don't want to put my own circumstances out there, but there's been similar situations where, like I said, women just often really miss the target, like very badly. And like I once do something similar on my birthday. I'm like, you know,
I
think
feel like.
I'm not gonna lie. It can be a little bit trickier to get men gifts. Like that's. I just think that.
I tell people don't get me gifts. I just told
that
people just
hard.
be there, bro.
I've actually had a guy tell me that like he doesn't want anything for his birthday, but like
I don't be
obviously
getting
I'm not
listened
gonna
to,
listen to
but
that.
I be telling people don't give me no gifts, dude. Just
Nah,
don't.
but
I feel like it's not that hard. Like if this is your lover and you
should know.
what have y'all been doing this whole time? Not paying attention, clearly.
no, I get that. Like whatever your significant other likes, just try to do something thoughtful.
So just gifts, basically. Like that's
No.
the woman romance. Like just
No.
gifts, giving.
gifts are a real love
That's-
language.
Gifts.
It is, but I guess like I said, when I think of romance, again, like he said, the guy is usually doing this to the girl, but like romance for guys is like you said, the rose petals. Like it's a whole event.
I think a woman's version of romance is nurturing.
I was
thought
just
about
about to
that.
say that
I
because
thought about
imagine
that.
like I don't know, you guys are having a rough week, like work is hard or whatever. You come home and she makes you dinner, and you just have like a relaxing night. Like
I
that's
guess
it. Like
that's a
things like
woman's-
that.
I
Like
can see that.
So easy.
But it's
Is it
definitely
really though?
It's
Is it really
So
though?
easy, bro.
it's like a situation like that specifically is less effort than like doing the whole. It's less effort because you're already in your house. You know what I'm saying? You're already cooking.
less
You know
forethought.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Women can plan dates too. Like
that's for sure.
How? I mean, they can.
I just like I'm not planning the first date though.
Oh,
I'm not
well,
planning the first.
And
couple
that's
dates.
respectable. That's respectable. I feel like honestly, I would plan the first like 3 to be honest. Like I feel like after that, then like I'm throwing the ball in your court. But
Really?
first 3, I'm jacking
Listen,
that.
just surprise me. One day, just tell me like, "Oh, I'm taking you out." I'm like, "I bet."
Facts. But
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's healthy to close on that note. And with that being said, this has been another episode of Lunchroom Podcast. I want to say thank you to our guests. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we're out of here. Doo.